Get myself situated here. I'm not used to this setup, but hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I don't really want to say welcome because I feel like everybody does that. They're like, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. But hey guys, welcome to my channel. New or my OGs, whoever you are, thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. I just want to say also, thank you to everybody who showed mad love on the mukbang video because it went awesome. I did not expect that much love, and so me and my sister, thank you guys so much. Also, my sister got her old channel back, so if you guys were following her from forever ago, go check it out. I'll link everything down below for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here today and talk to you guys just one-on-one. I know that I always come back to YouTube and I'm like, hey guys, sorry I've been MIA. I'm gonna come back harder than ever and it's gonna be awesome and I'm gonna do amazing and yada yada, and I never do. So I just wanted to come back here and give you guys the 100% raw truth. Like, here's me spilling my guts out to you guys to the extent of what I want to share, and just, I guess, you know, be me, bring me back to the YouTube world. I don't know if it really showed in my mukbang video, but I was a little bit uncomfortable in front of the camera because it had been such a long time, and even within editing the video, I was like, what the hell? Like, I kept staring at my double chin and I was freaking myself out. I was like, why the freaking hell am I even posting this? But I was like, you know what? No, because back in the old days, before YouTube went to what it is now, you were able to do things like that. You were able to just show yourself for who you were and like the real you. And I really miss that. I really miss that. I think about this all the time and I'm always like, yo, I miss when you could literally open up your MacBook and just start filming from your MacBook, and it was the shittiest quality and even the voiceovers were shitty. Everything about it was shitty, but it was awesome and it was so much fun, and that's the YouTube I miss. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the movie star quality. Some of the people's like editing is just freaking phenomenal. I wish I could do that, but I really do miss the days when it wasn't such a competition. Like, I feel like YouTube turned into such a competition. If you don't have the most expensive camera, the most expensive editing, or the best editing, the best lighting, the best makeup, like, then you're not really gonna be shit on YouTube. And I feel like that sucks, you know what I mean? Because it's like there's so many talented people out there that if they were given the same opportunity that I was given back when I started YouTube, they would be blowing up right now. They would be getting brand deals and maybe having their own makeup lines and just doing all kinds of crazy stuff that, you know, they deserve because they're amazing. Like, there's so many people that I follow on Instagram now that I wish that they did more YouTube videos, or that they did YouTube videos at all, because their stuff's amazing. And I feel like it's kind of a bit of a discouragement when you see how different the YouTube world is compared to like what it was like, oh my god, almost 10 years ago. Your girl did not just say that. I just aged myself. For anybody that's new, I just aged myself. Let me take you guys back to when I first started YouTube. I believe my first makeup video went up in 2008. Dun. Okay, my very first makeup video went live 9 years ago. Holy shit. All right, let me see the exact date here. Oh god, so awkward. My very first makeup video to YouTube was a Fafi Net X3 contest video where we had to do a video and a look inspired by her. No, it wasn't inspired by her. It was like a look exactly like her. So you would pick a look of hers and you had to do the exact same thing. Everything that she said in the video, music, everything, same exact thing. So this went up on February 22nd of 2009. And let me just show you guys, first of all, like, oh my god, look at the quality of this. Oh my god, my screen is so dirty, I'm sorry. But like, ew! Alright, so that was just to bring you guys back, a little bit of nostalgia for you guys, okay? This is what YouTube used to be like. You used to be able to legit post stuff like this and people were like, oh my god, best thing ever. Like, this video got 149,000 views. Nowadays, if I posted this exact same quality and my same weird ass little like, hey guys, welcome to my channel, I would get no type of views. Maybe my OGs who are like, I'm gonna watch Heather's videos regardless, like I'm gonna watch it even if it's literally her staring at a pen for 15 minutes, like, I love you guys for that. I love you guys that come here and watch me and are true OGs and like stick with me through it all, because you guys are the real ones. Like, you guys always show me so much love on social media, and that's what keeps me going. Even when I step back and I'm like, yo, I really need to take a step back, I need to focus on me, like that's what keeps me going, is like all of you guys. So thank you guys again so much. But anyways, enough about how much YouTube has changed and how much I don't like it. Like, that was just me kind of like ranting. This is my little rant to go with my welcome back video, I guess. YouTube has definitely changed over the years, and okay, y'all weren't even gonna tell me that I have some lipstick on my teethies. All right, hold on. Okay, YouTube has definitely changed, and because of that, like, this is gonna play into like why I kind of took a break and why I needed to step back. You guys, I was gone for like 4.5 months, and I really thought at one point, I was like, you know what, I'm never going back to YouTube. Like, it is what it is. I'm so sorry to everybody that actually supports me and wants to watch my videos, but it's just not, my hair's all jacked up. It's just not gonna be me. Like, it's just not what I wanna do. It's not what I wanna, like, I don't wanna be on the internet anymore. And so, let's just kind of start at the very beginning, okay? I'm not gonna go into too much detail with this because I wanna keep a good level of respect for Shannon, and I just wanted to kind of clear the air because I got so many questions all the time, you guys, all the time, because you guys stopped seeing pictures and videos and whatever. And you know, that's my fault because I put everything out there publicly. I put my entire relationship out there. I put everything about me out there. And so for you guys to have questions and be curious, I don't hold that against you at all. I definitely don't, and please don't take this like I do. It just was really, 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 really hard when we first broke up to have so many people bombard me with questions on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. It was everywhere. Are you and Shannon broken up? Are you guys still together? Where's Shannon? Where's Shannon? Where's Shannon? And it could be anything. Like, I could legit post a picture. It could be me standing on the tip of the freeway ready to jump off, and like, it wouldn't even like matter that I'm ready to jump off the freeway. It would be like, hey, where's Shannon? And I would be like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm about to jump off the freeway. That's not a true story, but that's about how dramatic I want to be about this. So it was really, really hard in the beginning to try to process everything and to have so many people, you know, question me about it. And again, like I said, I don't hold that against anybody. Like, I know that I put myself out there, and I know that I made everything public, and I know it's gonna make people curious. Like, I follow people on YouTube who've broken up, and I be looking at their stuff like, whoa, when did they break up? What happened? Did they talk about it? You know, like, don't get me wrong, I totally get it. Like, we're always interested in other people's lives, especially when we see, you know, a certain like pattern. You know, if they're always with somebody and all of a sudden they're not, like, you're gonna notice. So I get it, but you know, that was one of the biggest like hits. All right, that was one of the biggest things that I was like, yo, like, I need to sit back and kind of like find myself, reevaluate, rediscover, understand who I am and what I want. And you know, I tried to make a few videos throughout that time frame. We broke up in November, and I still was making videos up till I think April, maybe, or May. April, I don't remember, I'd have to check, but during that time frame, it took everything in me, you guys, to make a video and pretend like everything was cool when really it wasn't. Like, I was going through a lot of shit, and there was just so much stuff like going on in my mind and just everyday life. Like, there was so much going on that I had to like try to, you know, pull face and like be somebody that you guys are used to just so that I could put content out. And like, that's not who I want to be. Like, I want to put content out when I know that I have something for you guys to watch, when I know that I feel that drive again, or I feel that passion, and I'm ready to sit here and be like, yo, here's what I got, here I am, here's all of me, take it or leave it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to just come on here and be like, oh, here's a makeup tutorial even though I suck at them, and here's a hair tutorial just because you guys always ask even though I do the same curls, or, you know, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to keep coming on here and pretending to be happy and pretending to be like everything's great, because it wasn't, you know what I mean? And I'm not, like, again, like I said, I'm not going to go into detail with it, but just a little bit more about myself. Like, I really felt like I lost myself because this was such a new relationship for me. It was the first time I had ever come out. It was the first time I had ever been with a woman. It was the first time that I ever felt like the feelings that I felt. So it was a lot to take in at once, and it was really hard. And so I just kind of felt like I lost myself, you know. I really lost myself in who I was, maybe like in the relationship itself and after the relationship had ended. And I had to sit back and reevaluate all of that, and I had to find my happy place again, and I had to find things that made me feel like me, and that took a really long time. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I just want to clear that up. That's that. That was one of the biggest reasons why I was kind of like MIA. The absolute biggest reason, though, the absolute biggest reason why I was gone was because I was noticing a lot of changes with my body and with my face and everything. You guys, I broke out so bad. Never in my entire life ever in my entire life did I ever have acne like I had back in May and June and July. Never. Like, even till this day, I still have stuff that I'm working with here, and it's, you know, it's not 100% what I want it to be yet, but I'll get there, and I just have to be patient, and I'm trying to like get that through my head. Like, I've never had acne so bad in my entire life. So that was a huge like self-esteem kicker. Like, I legit felt so shitty about myself. It was the fact that I was gaining weight like crazy. You guys may not have noticed it, but I was gaining weight like crazy. I was the most I had ever weighed in my entire life at 140, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you guys, I'm only 5'1". I'm not saying that you can't be 140 and be 5'1". I'm just saying with the type of body that I have and the build that I have, being that weight did not look healthy on me. The doctors told me I was overweight. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that I was having to process, you know, and so there was extreme weight gain, there was extreme acne, my sleeping patterns got all jacked up, like I started snoring a lot, I started not being able to sleep. Like, I have such a hard time sleeping now, and it's still not better. Like, I'm still in that weird phase of not being able to sleep well, but I meditate almost every night, and that really helps put me to sleep. It's only like a 2-minute meditation. It's from the Breathe app. I can link it down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. No, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. That's just what I use, and it really helps me. But I do meditate almost every night now to help me sleep. But yeah, so I was gaining weight, getting acne, not being able to sleep. I was getting hair in places I never had, like really like thick, long chin hairs. My mustache was going back like crazy, even though I had laser hair removal. I was getting like chest hair. I know this is like TMI, whatever, but really like thick hair on my like, what do you call that? Your happy trail, like where guys should have hair. And I was like, what in the freaking hell is going on? Like, I started noticing that something was not right in April. And I was like, there's something not right. Like, I don't know what it is yet. And maybe it's my thyroid, because we have like thyroid problems in my family. Like, maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but I need to get this checked out. So I think it was in May, I think, is when I actually started going to the doctor. I had to get ultrasounds done on my thyroid, like all around my neck here. I got ultrasounds done on my pelvic region. They actually stuck a camera inside of me to take a look at everything and make sure I was good. And all in all, when everything came back, blood work and everything, I found out that I was actually diagnosed with PCOS, which I don't want to scare you guys or anything. It's not something that's like 100% deadly. It's not something like that. Like, a lot of women have PCOS. It's very common, but untreated, it could lead to things like cervical cancer, infertility. Those are like the two big ones. Like, if you don't treat it, if you don't take care of yourself and you don't treat it, those are like two of the big things that can happen. But on top of that, like, your hormones being all out of whack can cause so many other issues. They basically sat me down. The doctor told me, like, okay, this is what's going on. Again, TMI, but I'm gonna just be real with you guys. What they told me and what they found out through the ultrasounds is that, oh, by the way, PCOS, for those of you who don't know what it is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so basically it is where your hormones are so jacked up that you can actually develop a lot of cysts on your ovaries. You know, just out of balance hormones, which is what causes the weight gain, the hair growth, the sleep apnea, and, you know, just being completely off balanced and out of whack. But that's what PCOS is. I just wanted to throw that in there. But the doctor sat me down and was like, okay, this is what we found from the ultrasounds and everything. She said, you have a lot of follicles on your ovaries. She's like, none of them are cysts, but you have a lot of follicles, so you need to like monitor that. And she was like, also, your ovaries are double and triple the size that they should be. So it's, you know, it's more of like pain. It's more painful for like sexual intercourse, or for like, I think even like cramping. Like, I don't know the whole gist of it, but I did notice with me, like, I started cramping a lot, and I never used to cramp with my periods. Like, I just don't cramp, but I started cramping a lot, and I was like, what the hell? Like, I never cramp. So that was definitely something that I noticed. And, you know, like, I could just tell that something wasn't right. It was basically like, you know, your ovaries are double to triple the size that they should be, which is not good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you on this really aggressive birth control, and that's going to help balance out your hormones, because my precursor to testosterone, I forget what it's called, but whatever that hormone is really high. So if like these are your hormone levels and like they should be balanced, my precursor to testosterone is like super high. So my hormones are all off, which is what is causing all of these weird symptoms, you know, like the hair growth and the weight gain and not being able to sleep, and, you know, just again, the hormones being off like fuck with your mood. Like everything changes, and you're just like, what the hell's going on? Like I noticed that I just wasn't happy on top of everything that was going on. I noticed that like the acne was making me feel so bad about myself, you guys. You have no idea. Like I just didn't want to be on camera. Like I didn't, if anybody followed me on social media like Snapchat or Instagram, like you know I kind of touched on it a little bit about like not wanting to be on camera without filters. But you know, if you even look at my social media, like my Instagram for instance, you'll see a huge gap in time of when I actually posted pictures. And most of the time it was like pictures with somebody else. I wasn't posting a lot of like selfies because I didn't want anybody to see my face. I was like, ew, like, and I was face tuning shit because I was like, like I don't want people seeing this. But I didn't even want to go on like Snapchat because I was like, oh, even with filters, like you can see, I felt like a crunch bar. Like I felt like I was putting makeup over all these bumps and all you could see are these bumps. And I just felt so ugly. And I'm not saying that people with acne are ugly, like I'm not saying that at all, but for me personally, having this all over my face when it wasn't something that I was used to seriously took a toll on me, and it made me feel so bad about myself, so bad to the point where I just didn't want to be on screen. Like I was like, there's no way in hell. I know that I don't have the type of following and engagement that I used to have, so I'm not gonna get all these randoms being like, what the hell's wrong with your face? But it was still like the fact that I didn't want to come on here and like show you guys this, and I'll actually input pictures here. Today after a facial, like legit. You see that? Forehead, cheeks, jaw, neck, so gross. I'm disgusted. And that was just to show you guys like how bad my face was. I know like you can't really tell right now because of all the makeup that I have on, and I mean I'm sure you can see these bumps, but I'm telling you, like this is like, this side's almost completely clear. This is amazing compared to what it was. Like I'm even like, I have stuff on my neck and I've never had that in my life, and like from the pictures you can see it was just really bad. On top of that, like I gained so much weight, and you know, don't get me wrong, like it did some good for some parts. Like I'll show you guys, this is me holding myself accountable now because your girl's gonna start working out again. I know I said that already before, but I mean it for real because I have to do this for my health now. It's not just like, oh, I want to look better. It's also like I have to do this for my health. But anywho's, I'm just gonna show you guys, like this is the current situation, and I know it doesn't look crazy to you guys, but like this is a big tummy. Like none of my clothes fit. Like my high-waisted pants, like it hurts to put the high-waisted button on. Like my breaking point was legit when I had to use my hair tie to keep my pants together because the button was suffocating me, you guys. It took its toll on my body, and I don't feel comfortable in things that I wear, which is why I'm saying I have to hold myself accountable. This was me showing you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly, so y'all can keep me accountable also. And you know, we can work through this together. It'll be a very slow process, but we'll do it and it'll be great. But yeah, so I was diagnosed with PCOS, and it kind of scared me because I was like, oh my god, like I've never been diagnosed with something. So I got a little freaked out, but they're like, look, it's nothing to worry about now. Let's just take care of you. Let's get your hormones back in order. Let's do blood work. Let's follow up in 3 months. Like everything's gonna be fine. So I've been taking this birth control now for almost 2 months, I think it is. I think. I'm so out of breath now. I have noticed that my acne is definitely going down, so that's a huge plus. Still hairy, still having problems sleeping. My hormones, I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out if I feel any different. Obviously, like, I don't know, it's a little bit different for me as far as like how I react to things and how I feel, but I feel like that also comes with age because I'm gonna be 27 this year, you guys. Like, I'm getting so old, and that's what I mean when I said like I'm aging myself now, is because I legit started YouTube in 2009, and on top of that, like guys, just life in general has been insane. Not that my life is like super crazy or anything like that. I don't have a lot of crazy exciting things that happen, but there are some changes. Like I left my previous employer after almost 3 years with the company. after being acquired, if you count all that together. So with almost 3 years with the company, I left them. I got another job, which is actually going to help me get out to San Diego, which is amazing. I will be going and moving out to California finally. I know that I said this so many times throughout my life. Since I was 18, I've been wanting to go and move to California, but this is finally the stepping stone. This is the foot in the door. This is what's gonna help me get out there, and I'm so effing excited. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's not 100% set in stone of when I'm gonna leave exactly, and you know, everything like that, but just know that your girl's gonna be out in California soon. I'm so excited. Ooh, 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 yeah. I will be out in California finally, so I'm really excited about that, and I genuinely enjoy my new job. The team is amazing. What I do is amazing. Like, I'm never bored. It's just, you know, it's kind of the same work. It's IT work, but a little bit more client-facing stuff now. So I'm excited, and I'm so ready for the big move. I'm so ready for everything to finally fall into place. I wanted to just wait until I had stuff in order. I didn't want to just move out there and not have like a good paying job, or not have, like, I don't know, my ducks in a row basically. I didn't want to just move out there and be like, oh, what do I do? So I wanted to wait till I had something that's gonna like help me out in this job. Like, not only did I get a raise, but I'm gonna be getting out there. So yeah, basically like stuff that goes on in life, the big change of my job, and then, you know, I lost a family member, and that was really hard for our family to take down. I feel like there was just a lot of loss of self, and I needed these last couple of months, or last few months, or however long it's been, I needed these months to really recoup and find myself and figure out like what I like and what I don't like, and how I view myself. And when I look in the mirror, am I gonna be happy, and am I proud of myself for what I've done? And you know, just there was so many things going on in my life, and so many changes that I had to like go through to get to where I am now. And I'm not exactly where I want to be, because I was very lost over the course of like 10 months. I was very lost. I was very confused. I was very unhappy with my job, with my relationships, like everything. Like, I was just very unhappy, and I tried to portray this person that I wasn't. I tried to show everybody that I was happy when I wasn't, and it was really hard because I wanted to just be happy. I just wanted to feel better about myself. You know, I feel like throughout this course of time, I've had a lot of moments to myself to really sit back and reevaluate myself and think about what makes me happy. And I'm going to continue to work every single day on that. And one of the biggest things that I did that I feel like I need to share with you guys, because I feel like this is important for everybody to know, is I went through my Instagram and I went on an unfollowing spree, and I just started unfollowing all of these huge Instagram influencers. And not because like I hate them or anything like that. It was just there were so many accounts that were playing with my head, especially when I was going through all of this, where I felt ugly and I felt fat and I felt acne like covered, and I just felt bad about myself. Seeing these people with these overly edited pictures of their face looking freaking amazing, and these bodies that are not like reachable without either super hard work and dedication or surgery, mostly surgery, because I follow a lot of big booty women on Instagram. But you know, following all of these accounts really took a toll on me, and I had to step back and be like, do I really need to look at this right now? Like, is this really beneficial to me, or is it just fucking with my mental? Because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling like it's just messing with my head, and I don't need that in my life right now. So I went through and I unfollowed a bunch of people that just kind of gave off this false perception of reality. And I don't mean that in a mean way, and there's no shade coming from me at all. There's a really good video that this guy made. He has like a British accent or something, but he makes this really good video about, you know, things aren't always as they appear. And he has this woman who's like super popular on Instagram and social media, but you know, that's just to the outside world. At home, she's really depressed and she's going through a lot of shit. And you know, at the end of the video, like, she dies, and everybody's like, what the hell? Like, I thought she was so happy. And I'll post that down below if you guys want to watch it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have watched it, but it's a really good video, and it's a really big eye-opener. And one of the beauty influencers that I follow is Desi Perkins, and she put out a video saying, like, you know, don't sit there and compare your life to what you see on Instagram, because, you know, she's like, we're not going to post like me and Steven fighting. We're going to post all of our amazing moments together, but don't get it twisted. Like, people are human, you know? And I know that everybody knows that. I know that. I know you know that. We all know that we're all human and we're all gonna make mistakes and nobody's perfect, but we're still naive to that. We're still naive to the fact that like, just because we see this person having this amazing life and we're like, why can't I have money like that, or a car like that, or a house like that, or a relationship like that? Why can't I have that? Goals, 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 goals. When really it's like, yo, that's not real. It's only a fraction of who that person is. It's only a fraction of what their life consists of. Like, don't get me wrong, if I could go back in time and make my YouTube be something great now, like hell yeah, I'd want to do it. But I chose this life because I thought, you know what, school comes first for me. I got my master's, I got my bachelor's, like I have 2 degrees under my belt. Now I'm working an awesome job where I'm working towards a certificate, a couple certs if I can, you know, so I can work on a future for me, because who knows what's gonna happen with this? Who knows what's gonna happen with YouTube? Because it's not my single career. It's not. I don't make money off of this. I haven't made money off of this in months, y'all, like months. I don't even know the last time that I got a check from YouTube, but that's beside the point. The point is, what you see on social media is just the reality that that person wants you to see. It's not their full reality. It's not their full life. You know what I mean? Like, I can sit here and post to you guys. Actually, I did that. Most of the stuff I posted on Instagram was just me having fun with my friends. And yeah, like, you're not gonna see the nights that I cried at home by myself, or the nights that my friends had to take me out and like force me to do something because I didn't want to talk to anybody. I shut myself off from everybody. Like, you guys didn't see that because I'm not gonna sit there and post all of that. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what I mean. Like, the stuff that we see on Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube and whatever, it is only what that person wants to put out there. So I just really want you guys to take a step back if you're going through the same thing that I was going through, where you just kind of feel lost with yourself and you kind of feel like you don't really know what you want to do or where you're going or who you are even at this moment. Like, take a step back, unfollow some of those people that maybe make you feel a little upset about yourself. And I'm not saying this to like say like, oh, don't be following people, like do whatever you want, but I'm saying this is what helped my mental. Like, I had to take a step back and unfollow people that made me feel bad about myself, and it was nothing that they did. It was just me looking at them and comparing myself to that person, comparing myself to that body, to that face, to that lifestyle, comparing everything about me to these people. But you know, my boy J. Cole says, you're never truly gonna be happy until you love yours. You know what I mean? Until you love your own life, you love your own self, you love everything about what you work towards. And I truly believe in that. I truly think that no matter what, like, there's always going to be somebody with a nicer car, there's always going to be somebody with a bigger house, there's always going to be somebody with a better looking significant other, or whatever it is that you strive for. There's always going to be somebody that has something better, but that doesn't mean that what you have isn't great. That doesn't mean what you're going to work for isn't going to be amazing. You know what I mean? Like, you have to sit back and really think about this and think about what it is that you want. And for me, it was like, I want happiness. I want to love myself. And I'm still working on that. I don't, at this moment, like, no, can I sit here and tell you guys, oh, I love myself? No, I can't. And, you know, maybe that sounds crazy. Maybe it sounds a little bit weird because you're thinking like, oh my gosh, like, you know, there's a lot of people that are out there and they say things like goals to me. And I'm like, girl, if you only knew the half of it. Like, yeah, I put like a gallon of filter on this picture because I felt ugly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've actually posted a picture on Instagram that hasn't been filtered in the last, like, I don't know how many months. Like, all of my pictures have filters on them right now because I just, you know what I'm saying? What I mean by all of this, you guys, is if you're going through the same thing that I went through, if you're feeling a little bit lost, or you're feeling a little bit, you know, not like yourself, or there's something going on with you and you're just not quite sure, you know, who you are at the moment, it's okay. It's totally okay. I'm almost 27 and I feel like I'm lost. Like, when I was little, I thought I would be married by 29. I thought I'd have kids by 30, and here I am at 27 almost, and I don't have anything figured out. I'm still trying to figure out my career path. You know what I mean? Like, do what makes you happy and make your own timeline. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about what everybody else tells you. Like, make your own timeline. Do what you got to do to make you happy. Learn how to love yourself. And if that takes every single second of the day telling yourself something good about yourself, then do it. You know what I mean? Like, wake up and tell yourself something that you're grateful for. And I know that this sounds so cliche, I know it, but sometimes I have to do that. Sometimes I have to sit back and be like, I'm having a freaking terrible day, but you know what? I'm alive. I have food in my belly. I have a roof over my head. I have family and friends who love me. Like, Heather, get your head out of your ass. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I have to do that to myself, and I have to tell myself, like, I'm grateful for the job that I have, because there's a lot of people who don't have jobs. I'm grateful for the family and the friends that I have, because I have an amazing group of people that I'm surrounded by, you know what I mean? And I feel like it just takes, you know, a little bit of time for us to really get used to wanting to be better people for ourselves before we are for anybody else. And that's just kind of what's been going on. I'm sorry that this video was so long. I didn't want to make it this long, and I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna do this really short, and then it turns out to be 30 minutes plus. But I really wanted to get everything out in the open and just talk to you guys, and I felt like you guys deserved an update, a sincere and truthful and raw update to tell you guys, yo, like, this is what's been happening. This is how I've been feeling. This is why I went MIA for almost 5 months, you know? But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, I'm going to be back better than ever. I'm going to post all these days a week. Like, I'm not going to tell you guys that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to do my best to get you guys content that you guys will enjoy and come back and be the better version of me. Like, I finally feel like I'm at a place where I feel okay being in front of the camera again. And I feel okay sharing my life with you guys again. And, you know, maybe you'll see me start popping up a little bit on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever, you know, like. But just remember that you guys are amazing, and even though you see all of these amazing people doing all these amazing things, it doesn't mean that you're not. It doesn't mean that you can't have an amazing life. It doesn't mean that what you got going on for you right now isn't worth something. And just don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that, because there was a moment where I started forgetting all of the amazing things I've done. The fact that I did accomplish getting my master's, that's something I promised myself since I was like in kindergarten, you guys. The fact that like I am doing good and I am successful in my career, and you know, the fact that I am surrounded by an abundance of amazing people and individuals in my life. And you know, don't ever forget how amazing you could have it and how much you need to learn how to love yourself. And again, I know that's cliche, like love yourself. I know, I get it, but it's because it's true. Like, we all got to learn how to treat ourselves better, because we deserve better. We are good people and we deserve goodness to be upon us. And I hope and I pray and I send all of my good vibes out into the universe for all of you, that you guys get everything that you deserve, and that you guys can learn to love yourselves as much as you possibly can, to the fullest amount, till you're like exploding with so much love. And I know that sounds stupid, but like, that's what I want for you, because that's what I want for me. Like, I just want to be happy, you know? I just want to be happy, and I want everybody around me to be happy and healthy. And like, I feel like I'm just at this point in my life now where like, that's all I really want, you know what I mean? I just want happiness, and I just want everything around me to be and mean something, not just be this facade of, oh, my life is perfect, you know what I mean? So whatever, I'm gonna shut up now because this video is so long, but I love you guys so much, and thank you for, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for giving me your time and listening to me just talk about what I feel, what, you know, why I've been gone, what I feel like YouTube has become, everything that I've talked about in this video. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Just know that like, I'm still here because of you guys. Like I said, I haven't been paid in months. Like, I don't even know the last time I got paid, but that's not why I'm here. Like, that's not why I'm here. I'm still here because I have people that hit me up, my OGs, that are like, Heather, like, we miss your videos, come back, come back, come back. And I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm coming back. We're gonna make this happen. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.